Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? My name is M1K3 and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the best routine to go pro in Season 6. And this routine is specifically designed for this season, because as you all know, it's quite different. But before we get into that, around 50.2% of you guys watching are not subscribed, so if you enjoy the content, consider subscribing. And remember, for every 1,000 supporters we get on code MARINTM, I'll be coaching one of you guys for a full tournament session. With that all said, let's aim for 5,000 likes on today's video, and let's get into today's episode. As an introduction to today's video, I want to ask you guys a question. What does it take to become the best? For a lot of people, the answer to that question would be to grind the game 12 hours a day, every single day. But that's not really what it takes to become the absolute best in Fortnite. Fortnite is the most popular game in the world, and simply playing brainlessly for 12 hours a day will not make you the best. Sure, I think we can all agree that if you were to play for 12 hours a day, every single day, you would become a good player. But believe it or not, there are definitely others doing just the same. So what is the secret to going pro and becoming the best? Well, it's pretty simple actually. I know you've heard this 1,000 times before, but it's not about how hard you work, it's about how smart you work. In order to become a professional, you have to do something different. Or, in other words, something very few others do. Something that will make you a unique player, and something that people don't normally have the work ethic to do. So now you guys are probably thinking, well, Marin, that sounds awesome, but how can I be a unique and different player? What are the steps I can take to get to the next level? First and foremost, a lot of players that have an ambition to go pro don't even VOD review. And if you're unsure what VOD reviewing is, why it's needed, and how you can implement VOD reviewing to improve, I would highly recommend Reisshub's video on the topic. It's a 22-minute long video that's incredibly well made, and you should definitely check it out. VOD reviewing is the first out of many things you can do to start becoming a unique player. What I mean by that is that not a lot of people do it, and it's highly beneficial. Meaning you're getting an advantage simply because you actually put in some work into understanding your mistakes. Starting the routine off, the first thing you want to do when you log on Fortnite is hop into creative and do some free building or 1v1s for 15 minutes. The reason you don't want to spend too much time free building and 1v1ing in creative is because it's incredibly unrealistic compared to actual in-game fighting. These 15 minutes are basically just in the routine to warm up your fingers and get the day started. Moving on, you want to do one more thing in creative before you start playing actual matches, and that is 1v1 aim duels with pumps only. This is a new game mode on Raider 464's Aim Duel Map v2. And guys, honestly, I can't explain how effective this really is for your pump aim improvement. I think this is the single creative map that has the most positive impact on any aspect of improving ever released. I would recommend playing this map for 20 rounds on 5,000 HP each, as you honestly waste a lot of potential if you don't use this map. And yes, it's really that good. I would recommend everyone watching to go give this map a try, because I've never seen anything like it. And trust me, it's insane for your improvement. After you have warmed up your edits, builds, and aim is where most Fortnite players go totally wrong. Most players keep on playing creative 1v1s, zone wars, or realistics, but you don't want to do this. Creative is unfortunately incredibly unrealistic, and you're not going to practice in the most effective way by playing it. Rather than playing creative, hop into arena, preferably solo, and you want to play for around an hour a day. But this of course depends on your playtime. The reason you want to include arena in your daily routine is because you'll fight every type of playstyle in arena. You'll fight very bad players, very good players, and pros, controller players, mouse and keyboard players, defensive and aggressive players. It has it all, meaning you'll learn to play against thousands of different playstyles in fights. And this will come in handy in tournaments. Because guys, let's be honest, we all have a different creative playstyle and in-game playstyle. And in tournaments, it's the in-game playstyle people play, not the creative one. And that is why doing 1v1s, zone wars, and realistics in creative often is just a complete waste of time, when it comes to improving for tournaments and going pro. The only reason you should be playing creative fights is to improve general building mechanics and edits. Moving on, we're going to be talking about customs, why it's so insane for your improvement, and how to play them. So how much you play customs is unarguably the biggest factor in whether or not you will go pro in Season 6. If you haven't played customs before, or don't have any custom scrim Discord servers, I got you guys. In the description of this video are a few really good scrim Discord servers, and even a solo scrim Discord server that's incredibly good if you're from Europe. I know a lot of you guys want to prove yourself in solo, so go ahead and check that Discord out. The player base of these scrim Discord servers vary heavily, so some of the Discords have a way lower skill level than the other, but the main takeaway from customs is learning, understanding, and adapting game sense and becoming a better and smarter player. In the customs you're playing, there is usually a 80 player rule, meaning you can fight down to 80 players, then you have to stop fighting until Storm Surge pops up, which is in the second zone. What you guys should not do is basing up in the center of the second zone and playing it super safely. Instead of doing that, try playing it a bit more realistically. So go on the dead side in the second zone, rotate into the third zone, and so forth. This is what the 2-time FNCS winner Tayson did in solo customs for like 8 hours a day, and because of his grind, he was able to win 2 FNCSs, sign to an amazing organization, and build a community whilst he was at it. In addition to not playing center, you should also try playing different playstyles in the endgames you're in. Try to learn taking high ground, playing mid ground, and fragging out on low ground. If you do all of these things and then VOD review your sessions, then there is nothing stopping you from going pro in Season 6. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for today's video, and a lot of you guys might be thinking, Marin, is this really all that it takes to become a pro? The answer to that question is yes. If you do all of the things I have said in today's video, never make excuses for your deaths, and actually take Fortnite seriously, then you will 100% make it. Just think like this. There are so many others that have made it in Fortnite. What is the difference between them and you? Truthfully, not that much. Just the fact that they were in the right place at the right time and started grinding customs and became better and better. Now is the best time to start grinding because this season is going to be insanely competitive. With that all said, my name is M1K3 Editz. Stay safe and take care.